Do you know there are a series of characters that tie a bunch of theme park attractions together? Learn about what that is today on Annual Pass. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Annual Pass. This is the podcast where we talk about all things theme parks, rides, attraction shows. If it happens in a theme park, it happens here on Annual Pass. I am your host, Jack Pattillo, and of course, joining me as always are my lovely, beautiful, and talented co-hosts, BK and Jeff. Hi, Jeffrey. Hi, BK.
Hi.
Hi, Jeff. How are you feeling?
I feel okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I went running this morning.
I told you.
Yeah, I did a 5K this morning around town.
Nice.
What did you tell him?
I said.
Did you say like, oh, Jack's glowing today?
Yes,
obviously
100%.
he's been running.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can see the little brightness in your skin.
BK and I had nothing but nice things to say about you before you got here.
That doesn't sound true. The Disney Marathon weekend is less than 3 months away.
Oh my gosh, I
and
forgot.
this is the first time you've run in a year.
Yeah, first time ever. And so trying to get back to it, trying to get back in shape.
How'd it go?
Well. I found a strategy where I run for 2 minutes and then I walk for a minute, run for 2 minutes, walk for a minute, nonstop.
How do you keep track?
I have a little interval app timer on my watch that goes to my headphones.
I would just get lost listening to my soundtracks.
What's your running soundtrack? What do you listen to when you run?
Be prepared.
They actually have an official marathon weekend playlist you can listen to that it's got, he's going the distance or
Oh
that song.
my God. That's my soul. That would get me going.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Jeff, do you have a playlist that you listen to when you go running?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be that.
Well, just a bunch of screamo and They Might Be Giants.
It would be good music, yes.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. What would be your power song? What's the one song that's like you're like? I know you ride your bike around a whole lot. So like, what if you ever hit a point where you're tired and your bike is running low on juice, so you actually have to pedal yourself? What's the song that you listen to get you the extra push?
I pedal constantly the entire time. So much work involved.
So much work.
Don't know what he's talking about.
So much work.
I've been listening to a lot of Polo G these days.
Polo G. What is Polo G's song?
What he has a lot of songs.
Well, I mean,
he made more than one.
Is there like one song?
I like Superstar.
Okay.
Or Rap Star, and I like Martin and Gina. Yeah,
okay.
Those are good songs.
Nice.
21 is a good song.
21, good one. Yeah, all right, excellent. Good album by Adele as well.
Annie, that's a good one.
The theater show.
That's what I was very confused.
Just right. It's a hard knock life.
No, he did like a remix of that like Michael Jackson song.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
Annie, Are You Okay song?
Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal.
Yeah.
I think it's called Annie. But,
Chris Cornell did a cover of that.
It's probably
amazing. It's so good. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome to Annual Pass. Thank you so much for listening and watching our show. It means a lot to us. We are very excited because today, I mean, if you're watching this live, you just missed it because last week we did a live stream. It's great every month. So next one will probably be sometime mid-November. We do a live stream where we answer questions and whatnot on a live stream on roosterteeth.com and on youtube.com/annualpass. And we did one last week and it went really well. And it was really cool. And thank you everyone who participated in that. We appreciate you guys. We have some new merchandise coming. Store.roosterteeth.com. We've got our new what's the shirt? It's the This Is My Theme Park shirt, Annual Pass shirt. It's coming out soon. We also have a new Christmas hat coming soon.
Christmas.
Super cute. Holiday hat that's coming out very soon. Make sure to follow us on social media. We are annual_pass over on Instagram and on Twitter. We're Annual Pass Pod over on TikTok. And right now, we finally have an editor. We have content outside of the podcast type stuff over on TikTok and on YouTube. So go check that out. We've got a vlog where back in May, myself and producer Ben, who's not here today, and my wife, we went to Magic Kingdom and then Epcot, and you can watch our misadventures. We also have some TikToks of us going around at Disney Springs, and we've got a lot more stuff coming soon, including I think next week we're going to be releasing a video of myself, producer Ben, and Dave Cobb over at Volcano Bay. So If you want to see a bunch of shirtless white guys, go to youtube.com/annualpass. That'll be coming out very soon. Thank you very much. So we got a fun episode today. We're talking about a ride that I'm pretty sure none of us have been on before. I know I haven't been on it. I'm going to assume Jeff has not been on it.
Probably not.
Beaks, maybe. I don't know your full extent of the places you've been. Have you ever been to Hong Kong Disneyland?
No, I have not been.
All right, then you have not ridden this ride either. So we're still in kind of the spooky month or whatever. It's spoopy. It's October right now, and I wanted to do something that I've heard about. I've always been interested in. It's Mystic Manor, which it is the spiritual successor to the Haunted Mansion. over in China, over in Hong Kong. And so when I was initially thinking about it, I was thinking it was Phantom Manor, but Phantom Manor is actually at Disneyland Paris.
Okay.
And that one essentially, when I went to Disneyland Paris with my family, when we got there, Phantom Manor was shut down, which was heartbreaking. The only difference between Phantom Manor and the sort of traditional haunted mansions, the one you see in Orlando and the one you see in Anaheim, are it's themed around the Old West, because the actual Phantom Manor is in the like the Big Thunder Mountain area, like the Frontierland area, instead of kind of like New Orleans Square or like the not Centennial Square, I forget what it's called over in Magic Kingdom. But anyway, it's themed more around the Old West. And so, like, there's a bride in it. Like, the bride pops up a whole lot more instead of just the attic.
Okay.
You all right, Jeffrey?
Why isn't Ben here to answer those questions for us?
Ben is remote right now. Is he listening in right now? Okay, well, he's listening to us.
What's the answer, Ben?
I'll pull up the Ben facts.
He can probably text me. Or actually, Ben, if you pop open, I shared the document with you. You can jump in and answer stuff on there.
I also have Slack.
We're 15 minutes in. I just realized he's not here.
I think he had a bunch of stuff he had to do at home today. So anyway, the one in Paris, that one also has an additional bit at the end where it has a whole scene where you go through like this Old West town. And there's a bunch of ghosts like working the saloon and the hotel and things. It's actually pretty cool. It's a neat little addition to the end of the Haunted Mansion or Phantom Mansion at that point.
Huh.
But Mystic Manor, wildly different.
Okay.
It's a very, very cool attraction. It opened on May 17th, 2013. It was part of the big Hong Kong Disneyland expansion, which also included Toy Story Land and Grizzly Gulch.
What the heck is a Grizzly Gulch?
Grizzly Gulch is over at Disney's California Adventure.
What is that?
They've got, I want to say they have a water ride over Disney's California Adventure.
All I get is what? Splash Mountain? Y'all got grizzly something?
It's like a big mountain shaped like a grizzly bear that's like biting at the sky. It's kind of cool looking.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure exactly what all they added for Grizzly Gulch out in Hong Kong. But it's over Disney California Adventure, kind of over by like Pixar Pier and Toy Story Land and all that stuff. They added Toy Story Land as well, which they don't have not the Incredicoaster. They don't have the what's the one they have at Hollywood Studios? It's the one with
Jaws.
Slinky Dog Dash. They don't have a Slinky Dog Dash.
Slinky.
Jaws, you're getting there, Jeff. That is an attraction.
No kidding. That's why I said it.
Well, it's actually that one is closed in Orlando, but it's actually open in I think Tokyo.
Yeah,
at Universal.
I could have told you that if you hadn't asked.
But one interesting thing when I was doing some research on this is in China, there's a big push for more quantity over there.
And less Slinky Dog Dashes.
So what they want is they want more attractions, so it feels like you get more value for your buck. So even if it's like not big elaborate rides, they just want more over there.
Yeah, it's a volume play with them.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of cool. Mystic Manor is actually, instead of kind of a haunted mansion type thing, it's meant to be a museum. So the whole idea of Mystic Manor is it's full of artifacts that, what's his name? Lord Henry Mystic has collected from his various travels all over the world. Yes,
this
Jeff?
is like that Zach Baggins museum in Las Vegas.
Zach Baggins has a museum in Las Vegas?
Yeah, of all like the evil stuff he accumulated over the years.
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror?
Right? Museum of Haunted Things?
Is that what it's called?
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I know Eli Roth had a museum out there too.
No, Zach Baggins has one.
He was one of our friends when we were doing ghost hunting stuff, right?
Who was?
Is that where Annabelle is?
Zach Baggins? I don't know.
I don't.
Is Annabelle a real thing?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Can we go like say hi to her? Can we high five her?
I don't know. I just assumed it was spoopy. Museum means all spoopy things in existence are there.
That's true.
Zach Baggins Museum is called the Haunted Museum in
TM.
Las Vegas.
Trademark on there.
Yeah. 30 spooky rooms and winding corridors in a reputedly haunted 1938 mansion.
Nope.
Wait, I doubt there was a 1938 mansion somewhere off the strip in Vegas. So
I don't know that's on the strip. I never said it was on the strip. I just said it was in Vegas.
I don't know if I trust you on that one.
I mean, it's right here.
What does it look like?
You can buy tickets for it right there.
Okay. So anyway, Mystic Manor is not really a haunted location. It's more of Lord Henry Mystic is the gentleman.
There's the sign.
Ooh, that looks fancy. Nice.
Kind of like the Hollywood Bowl.
He is the gentleman who has been collecting
Here's a picture
all of
a thing.
Wow, it looks. That doesn't look
continue.
That doesn't look like a mansion at all. It looks like just like a building they built 10 years ago.
Continue.
Lord Henry Mystic.
Here's a picture of the entrance.
There's a mannequin. Lord Henry Mystic was a gentleman who's been collecting.
See, it looks kind of like a Sizzler steakhouse.
It looks like a converted pizza
Well, I'm not
hut.
a fan of Zach Bagans, so I wouldn't say I'm a fan of this place. But
dads are fighting.
You know.
You have another one for me?
No.
Do I have to say his name and then you'll show me?
You're good.
Lord Henry Mystic.
It's a house of horror, as they say. Yeah, there's a picture
that looks
of
like something you would see, like you get on the haunted hayride afterwards and go around.
Yeah.
So, Lord Henry Mystic.
That's haunted. It's got that in it.
That looks cool.
Do you see that?
I don't want to see that.
He collected that from one of his fake TV shows.
Jeff keeps showing spoopy stuff, Jack.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to move on, but Jeff just keeps going on. So, Mystic Manor.
Please.
It's this awesome museum full of cool stuff that Lord Henry Mystic has collected over his travels over the many, many years. And not only that, the whole area is themed around the Mystic Manor. So when they expanded Hong Kong Disneyland, they actually included an addition to the railroad. And there is a railroad depot. It wasn't big enough to make a stop kind of in the Mystic Point area of Hong Kong Disneyland, but they added like a train depot that makes it look like it's a stop. And the idea is that's where Lord Henry Mystic actually gets all of his stuff dropped off. So there's like a little station kind of there, but you can't get on the train or anything.
Train.
Yeah, and they use it as like a stage to do shows and stuff. So it's like, oh, we'll do shows, and they have all these different kind of collectibles around. They actually have these really cool artifacts scattered throughout Mystic Point, which is the area with Mystic Manor, including ones where it's kind of like the Lord of the Rings style forced perspective, where it's like they literally have like a ring you look through, and then it has forced perspective, where it's like has an X, like you stand here. When you look at it, it looks like one person is giant, one person's real tiny.
That's how
really neat.
That's how we filmed Tucker's kid through all of Red versus Blue.
Oh yeah, a lot of forced perspective stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat, and they have a bunch of different photo opportunities like that throughout Mystic Point.
You said they expanded the railroad to do that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they expanded the whole park to add these new lands to it, and so they made the railroad go out to it.
You say that as if it were an easy thing to do, but I've played a lot of City Skylines in my life and a fair amount of other simulation games, and it's a pain. You adding on or modifying a railroad is really difficult and really annoying, and it causes all kinds of unintended consequences.
You gotta add new stops.
That was probably a pretty major undertaking.
Probably. Back in 2013, we can go back and research the additional train stuff for you. So the building itself, the Haunted Mansion's always had like very distinct architecture and it looks very cool.
Looks kind of like a Sizzler to me.
Mystic Manor is very much the same. So the idea is the actual house itself is made to look like different architecture from different locations because Lord Henry Mystic has been all over. So like the very top of it, it's Victorian London, the Queen Anne architecture. There's like a Russian dome that you would see like at the what's the thing in Moscow?
Russia.
Yeah. In Russia.
Well,
what's it in Russia?
What's the name of the building in Moscow that is the one from Tetris? The Kremlin? Is that what
Temple?
it is? Is it Kremlin, I think? If only producer Ben was here, if Ben Lexa was here, that would be great.
I didn't know this was going to be some pro-Russia podcast.
Yeah, I'm very...
And also there's some Chinese architecture as well, obviously, because, it's made in China. So Lord Henry Mystic is the theme. He's the kind of the character that centers around like the whole location. But the best part, Jeff, you'll appreciate this, and Dave Letterman would appreciate this. The real sort of antagonist of the whole show is a monkey named Albert. Yeah, so Lord Henry Mystic, he actually, in his travels, found a monkey that was trapped, I want to say somewhere in South America, and he saved him, and so he's got a pet monkey named Albert. And
have you ever seen a movie called Cabin Boy?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's great. Add that to your list of movies.
Well, maybe it's not a horror movie.
Not a horror movie. It is.
But it features one of the only times David Letterman has appeared in film.
Is like that in Man on the Moon.
Very funny in it.
Would you like to buy a monkey?
Monkeys are on sale today.
Monkeys on sale. These pipes. Okay, the queue, not only that, so it's really neat because once you go into the attraction, the queue itself tells a really cool story. Like that actually kind of gives you backstory on what you're about to see. Because the whole idea is you're going to Lord Henry Mystic's Manor to see all of this collection that he's had throughout the years. And including that, he mentions that he's got a new music box. And it's an enchanted music box. And it's like, it's the newest addition to our collection. And it's like, during a little pre-show video, he's talking about it. And then Albert pops up. He's like, Albert's like, ooh, the monkey's very excited about this music box. Like, he wants to see more about it.
Now, is this a real monkey?
No, it's all like
it's animatronic.
Yeah, animatronic.
Okay.
No, it'd be impressive if it was a real monkey. I just think
music box immediately Phantom of the Opera. So I'm like, I'm strapped in on this story. Like, what?
It's closing in February.
I don't remind me.
The one in London?
No, the one on Broadway, the longest running Broadway
Yeah.
show ever is ending.
I'm going to go up and see it before it closes.
Let me know when.
Look at you, Broadway fan Jeffrey.
engaged to a Broadway fan, Jeffrey.
There it is.
See, that's what he says. But engaged to someone who took him to Disneyland. Now he's on the theme park podcast. We're gonna roll Annual Pass right into a musical podcast.
Oh my gosh,
and
it
it's
makes
gonna
sense.
be great.
It's a no-brainer.
It's like,
Disney
let's
music.
talk about Wicked. And
Yeah.
Jeff, are you defying gravity?
I don't know what that means.
All right, beautiful. So not only that, part of this attraction too, there's a whole new backstory. Jeff, do you know about the Society of Explorers and Adventurers?
The Society of Explorers and Adventurers.
Sounds like
Speaks. Do you know about that?
That sounds like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, it sounds like a cult.
Well, not a cult, but it's a group of people that have been exploring different crazy, wild things. It's kind of this weird Disney, like, behind-the-scenes story where they have these characters that you'll start seeing popping up in different attractions and rides throughout all of Disney parks.
So this isn't real.
No.
It's Disney lore.
Yeah,
I thought it was something real.
I did too for a second. Yeah.
So Lord Henry Mystic is known as like kind of one of the nicer people in this group. There's actually another guy named Harrison Hightower who is featured at the Tokyo Disney Sea's Tower of Terror. Like the whole Tower of Terror is themed around this guy. So like they're starting to plant these characters and tell like this larger story, which is really cool. I love that idea. And I want to say Jungle Cruise mentioned some of them too. And like I want to say the Kilimanjaro Safaris might have like a tiny reference to them. I'm not 100% positive though.
Are you guys excited about Jungle Cruise 2?
Are they making a sequel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, supposedly.
I mean, have you seen the first one?
Yeah.
The first one ends in like Victorian London. I guess they got to go back to the jungle.
Got to go back to the jungle.
And also,
gotta get back.
What are they going to do with The Rock? Because now he doesn't have a secret super thing anymore.
He's still in it though.
I'd imagine so. Is Emily Blunt coming back?
I don't know. I just know that he mentioned that it was coming back.
Is Paul Giamatti coming back?
I don't know.
Are the alligators coming back?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
He mentioned himself and the alligators specifically.
Jeff, you'll appreciate this. So as you're going through,
You might not though.
Oh, dang it.
Well, okay, I'll throw it out there. I'll see if
Okay.
Beaks recognizes this. Jeff, I go for the old man references and the ones that I know that you'll probably pick up on. Like if I threw a Blues Brothers quote out there, you'd probably know what I'm saying. If I say 3 orange whips, you'll know
Orange whips?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Beaks, no, it's not so much.
It's a drink.
It's a drink. 3 orange
Okay.
whips. Orange whip.
Orange whip? You gotta do
Orange whip.
this.
3 orange
Orange
whips. So as you're going through the queue, they have a bunch of cool like Easter eggs and stuff. And one of my favorite Easter eggs they have is they have a painting. It's a caricaturized painting of Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman?
Yeah. Do you know Danny Elfman?
I love Nightmare Before Christmas. Of course I know
there we
Danny
go.
Elfman
Yeah,
is.
he's worked with Tim Burton for a long time, even though Tim Burton didn't direct Nightmare Before Christmas.
I know.
Oh, you should
It's
watch
just a
The
story.
Forbidden Zone.
Forbidden.
Don't write that. You don't
Stop
want
it.
So
It's a Danny Elfman movie.
So the reason why Danny Elfman is featured there is because the soundtrack for the attraction was actually made by Danny Elfman.
Do you know the popular band he was in before he became before he started doing scores and soundtracks?
What
He was in
band?
a popular 80s band called Oingo Boingo.
Oh.
And then eventually they were just
It's a
called
lying.
Boingo.
Party.
Yeah.
Who could ask
you
for
serious?
more?
Swear to God.
Oingo.
And you know the movie Back to School that you're a big fan of with Roddy Dangerfield?
Yeah,
They perform
Dangerfield.
in the movie. Triple Lundy, you don't?
Triple Hundy.
Triple Indy.
Triple Lindy? Or
Yeah.
Lindy, not Lundy.
Triple Undundee. Don't ask
No,
me how.
Lindy. It's the
You know who's in that movie though?
Robert Downey Jr.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
He is in
Robert
it.
Downey.
He was in all of those 80s movies, like all the John Hughes
Oh my
movies
God.
and
This
stuff.
is like pre-flame out from drugs and alcohol.
Have you
Weird
seen
Science.
The Weird Science? I was
He
going to
was-
ask
I
if
don't
you've
think
seen
he
You
was
got
in
a
Weird Science.
license,
Absolutely,
Lisa.
he's in Weird Science.
He is.
He's
He's the bad guy.
He dumps the
He's the
Slurpee
bully.
on him.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Come on.
That's right. You're
And
right.
then they try to
Get
impress
yours.
him, and then they have the rocket and everything. And it's like you couldn't.
I know that one.
And
Yeah.
Chet.
Rat Pack. Yeah.
And they got Bill Paxton in there as well. It's Chet, one of his
Dead.
grossest roles ever.
That hit me.
To hit me too. That's why I brought it up. Sad.
It's very sad. Bill Paxton was an awesome
Why don't you
actor.
put her in charge, man?
Game
He
over,
was
man.
one of the- he was
Game
one of the- he was-
over,
He was one of
man.
the best parts of the 80s.
He was in like every James Cameron movie. He was in
Yeah.
Titanic.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget about that. He's like the modern day version.
Yeah.
You know, it's him. And he's great in that. Wow! Look at this. I've actually got Ben Lexa is in my sheet now, adding additional stuff to it. He says the Society of Explorers and Adventurers, known as the SEA, originated at Tokyo's Disney Sea and can be found in
Get it?
Fortress Explorations, the Tower of Terror, Mystic Manor, Misadventure Falls, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Jungle Cruise, Soaring Fantastic Flight, and Jungle River Cruise, Curse of the Emerald Trinity. Also, his mic works now. Wait, is Ben?
Yeah, you guys. I think you guys said my name like 3
Oh
times.
my
and I
gosh.
just kind of
We've
appeared in
summoned
here,
all the
I missed
powers
some
that
questions,
be.
but I'm here now.
Oh my gosh, he's not even here, but his voice is carried. He's in the heavens, Jeffrey.
You just say Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse 3 times.
All right, where was I? So, okay, Danny Elfman did the music for it. Very, very cool. And yeah, so he's also
Oingo
featured.
Boingo.
Oingo
Check him out.
Boingo. And also,
very 80s.
One of the coolest Easter eggs you'll probably find at any Disney park ever is in the queue. There is a photo of Lord Henry Mystic cutting the ribbon of Mystic Manor, and there's a bunch of people around him, and it's an actual photo that they kind of added like cartoon characters, but there's real humans in there too. On the right side of it is Walt and Roy Disney. Like,
Really?
like young Walt and Roy Disney. It's like, oh, look at that. And it's a photo that they like Photoshop them into it. But it's like, oh, that's
so really cool.
Looks nothing like them, but you'd have to be like, oh, there they are right there. And also the Imagineers and a few attractions as well. It's really, really cool stuff. Also in the queue, they mentioned the Mystic Magneto. It's an electric carriage that Henry Mystic invented to take guests on tours of the museum. It's the trackless ride system. So the one you see at Rise of the Resistance or Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway or Ratatouille. Yeah, where there's no track at all. So they basically pitch it as like he made this thing to show people around. Turns out this is actually the second trackless attraction that Disney had ever done. I was way off. I always thought it was like Ratatouille is one of the first, and then then Mickey and Minnie's is one of the second, like, and then Rise is like the newest one. This was actually the second one behind Pooh's Honey Hunt at Tokyo Disneyland. So, like Winnie the Pooh, they have Pooh's Honey Hunt, and it's like you're going around. And so it's like it's a dark ride, but there's no tracks or anything. Jeff,
there's nothing dark about Winnie the Pooh.
I don't know, man. They made that horror movie, and now I'm scared.
So that was the very first. The Pooh's Honey Hunt was the first trackless attraction, and this was the second one, which they kind of worked all the kinks out. So this one is really,
how do you
really
hunt
well
for
done.
honey? It's just
his whole life has been
Winnie
hunting
the
for honey.
Pooh.
I don't know
Stuck
if
in places.
call it hunt. We're just failing.
That's his version of hunting.
Okay.
So
I'm a big Winnie the Pooh fan.
All right, you look
I don't
like
want to hear. I don't want to hear any Winnie the Pooh slander.
Oh no, you look
today.
like someone who grew up on a Winnie the Pooh. Like that was. I feel like like Kanga and Roo and all of them. Like those were like that was your jam when you were a kid.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that feels like
everybody's
time.
jam. That was my time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, like Beaks is more of like a Pokemon kind of person. You're a yeah. See, you're a Winnie the Pooh kind of person.
I'm over here hanging out with Eeyore, and she's over hanging out with Mukbang as he evolves or whatever.
There are 37 vehicles that are on this attraction. Like they have 37 different cars. 2 of those
37?
Well, not like they do 4 at a time, so it's not they're not all going at the same time.
That scared me.
But as they go through, like some people will be in, and like they have them throughout the attraction. 2 of those vehicles are actually set up to have wheelchair access. So there's 2 different ones.
I just made a joke for him that he didn't get
in a row. I got it, but it's not family friendly for this podcast.
And accessibility.
Add clerks to your list. Okay. Yeah, it's not. It's
37.
Don't hit me on the way out.
It's on your way to the parking lot.
That's it. Yeah. Anyway, so these ride vehicles are very like modern, like the state of the art. They've been around now for about 9 years. If you stand up during the attraction, because they don't like buckle you and you never go super fast, but if you stand up, it'll shut down immediately. Like
really, even the Pooh's Honey Pot one?
Probably, I imagine. Yeah. So I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they buckle you down at all, if you just kind of sit in the seat, because again, not moving very fast, there's nowhere to go. But if you stand up, it'll just shut down. Like, and then someone will have to come and get you and yell at you, and Mickey will hit you with a ruler.
Oh, no.
So the way it works is actually RFIDs and Wi-Fi throughout the attraction. So all of the vehicles are monitored wirelessly, and there's RFIDs on the floor that these vehicles will hit, and they know where they are at all times. There's over 200 RFIDs scattered throughout the actual attraction itself.
RFID?
RFID are basically little sensors that they're when you power them like wirelessly, they will send information to you. So if you pass over something with an electric current, they'll activate essentially and let you know some information.
Okay.
So in this situation, it'll let you know the position of a vehicle.
Okay.
So you'll see RFIDs.
A lot of in shipping stuff.
Yeah. Or like in the like in a package. So if you buy if you buy a CD, which kids do nowadays, if you buy like anything what has those little electric tags on them that they have to like pop off before you go out of a shopping store or something, usually they have an RFID that when you walk through those little like uprights,
beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, it's sending an electric current through, which will then trigger that thing, which will then be like, oh hey, I'm not supposed to be here, and then it'll trigger an alarm. So that's an RFID essentially.
Frequency.
He just keeps saying RFID, but it's pronounced RIFID, and that's what everybody else says. That's probably why you don't understand what he's saying.
Like GIF is not GIF?
Yeah, it's like GIF.
It's GIF. It's not GIF.
Right. Okay.
We had to fire our social person because she said GIF in an all hands, and I had to tell her, no, you can't do that. So rest in peace, Shelby. It's good having you here. The actual attraction.
Speaking of rest in peace, has there ever been an Angela Lansbury ride or
There,
Like a Murder, She Wrote.
There was a Murder,
experience?
She Wrote attraction at Universal Studios Orlando when it first opened. It was a sound show. It was like where you would go in and they'd have people replace sounds and do voiceover stuff, and they'd add it to the attraction.
It's like Foley work. Kinda?
Yeah, exactly. It was like Foley. So like someone with shoes, and they'd have to like match the the stepping or whatever, and then the video would like mess them on the stuff. But there was a Murder, She Wrote attraction. I think it was the Curse of the Black Pearl, and there was a whole. And then they replaced that with a Hercules and Xena version of it.
Ew.
Yeah, and then they got rid of it, and now it is where Transformers is. So that Transformer, that they leveled the building, built up a new building, but yeah, it was right there.
Boy, if you think about career trajectory and just
Princess.
lifestyle, Xena and Lucy Lawless and Kevin Sorbo and Hercules, boy, they went different directions.
Radically different ways.
Very different directions.
Yeah. Dean Cain, Scott Baio, and Hercules are all hanging out with each other.
Ugh.
Anyway,
And Willie Ames probably.
Rest in peace, Angela Lansbury. She was awesome. I was listening to an episode. You were talking about Bob Newhart, and I was like, oh my god, he's such a great,
the best.
hilarious.
It's the best.
You should add the Newhart show to your list of things to watch. There's
Movies only.
He's not wrong though.
I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl.
Brother Daryl.
And old people stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just flatlined right there.
Do you know who Ellen is?
Ellen
DeGeneres. Are you?
She was a theme
Energy
park.
ride?
Are you a fan of her comedy?
Yeah, it's funny.
Very similar. Very, very similar.
Okay,
Bob
cool.
Newhart was like the Ellen before Ellen in terms of like self-effacing, kind of awkward.
I like that awkward
inward
stuff.
focus.
Yeah.
Like kind of like charmingly awkward.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty much all of the early stuff I have for you guys. Are y'all ready to travel with me to Hong Kong Disneyland and ride Mystic Manor?
Mystic Manor.
Yes.
Yes.
I got my Riffids in my feet.
All right.
Ready
Here we
to
go.
go.
All right. Ready? You ready? All right.
wait,
let's do this.
yeah, okay.
You okay?
Let me burn some sage real quick. Okay, I'm ready.
Kyrie Irving.
All right. Here we go. Jeff and BK!
Jeff!
We're in Hong Kong!
Standing right next to you
We're
guys.
in Hong Kong, Jeffrey!
I'm not as excited about it as y'all,
And we're at
apparently.
Mystic Point at Hong Kong Disneyland. Look at all the cool stuff around, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I got jet lag.
Let's
it was a
go
long
take a
flight.
photo.
Jack wouldn't let us
I'm gonna
nap
take a
before we
photo.
got off the
No
plane.
naps,
We
no
were
naps.
just
Take a
straight.
photo of
Okay,
me.
send it
All right.
cheese.
Look how big I am. Okay, did he get the photo? Did he get the photo?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
all right,
we
let's
did.
go. Let's go into Mystic Manor, Jeffrey.
Mystic Manor!
Jeffrey.
Yeah, let's
Mystic
go.
Manor. Okay, we're in the queue. Look at all the cool paintings, Jeffrey.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
telling the stories, all the different cool stuff here in the Mystic Manor. It's like all the neat attractions. I think. Look at the monkey, Jeff.
Spoopy.
Look at the monkey's been saved. He's on a spider web.
Spider web.
That's
I
crazy.
don't like spiders.
There's a big spider. Jeff doesn't like snakes. I wonder if there's any snakes.
Well, I
in
just
here.
have all my luggage with me. We just got off the plane.
All right,
I couldn't
well,
go to the hotel.
well,
Can we put it in one of the things?
Yes, we'll
Locker?
put it.
You put it in the cart behind us.
Could have put it in the hotel, but you wouldn't let us go to the hotel
well,
first. We
we
gotta
gotta
go
go to
straight to this ride.
Mystic Manor!
All
right, well, here we are.
All right, okay, like now we're gonna get our cue. It's the Mystic Mobile. I forget what it was called, but
Mystic
the
Mobile.
Magneto
TV
something.
didn't work in
The
my seat.
Mystic
I said
Machine.
16-hour flight, and I didn't watch anything.
Okay, but we're here at Disneyland.
Forgot my phone
All right,
charger.
Jeff, look at these vehicles here. They're super nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're gonna get in. We're gonna get in. Look at all the cool stuff around.
Oh.
But
many
Jeff,
artifacts.
yeah, look at all these artifacts going in. But first, we're gonna go into the room. Is the acquisitions and collections, Jeff. And look every.
Oh, this looks like Harry Potter.
Oh,
this is
look.
Gringotts.
It's so cool. Look
No,
at the,
no, no,
look at all
different
this stuff.
thing,
So this is
different
where they get it all. And they're like,
that a
okay, yeah,
dragon?
yeah. Look at the dragon. They got to put it all. Oh, look, it's Henry Mystic.
Whoa!
There he is.
Oh, there he
And
is.
he's like,
My
hey,
guy, Mr. Mystic.
He's like, hey, has anybody seen Albert the monkey? He's like, okay, let me know if you see him. But Jeff, look, it's Albert.
There's a monkey.
Look at Albert. And
He's literally where the Mr. Mystic
and
was.
look, oh my God, he hit the button. That's the music box, Jeff. Look, there's stuff
Oh my
coming
gosh,
out of the
it's like
Mystic box.
glowing.
It's glowing and it's crazy.
Oh, that's
Holy,
crazy.
It's going over all
Look,
the things.
it's like flying around.
It's on the wall.
It's
and the-
making things magic,
Oh,
Jeffrey.
it's turning them alive.
It's
Night
all
at the
That's a
Mystic
very,
Museum.
very cool effect.
Oh
The
my
line,
gosh.
like the dragon was like, "Rawr," and, look, Jeff, we're in the music room. You can hear Danny Elfman's music.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What does it sound like, Jeff?
It sounds like a dead man's party, Jack.
And then, who could ask for more? So look at all the music boxes in the room. Look at the monkey and Albert's
Is
like,
that
what's
an
going on?
organ?
That is so cool.
All the stuff is playing.
Did you say Oregon? No, we're in China.
Yeah, it's just south of Washington. All right, so here we go. Look at all the stuff. Look, all the music's playing.
that's
now.
amazing.
Instruments are
And all the
those?
things
It's
are.
like Meow Wolf, kind
and
of.
look at this. Like all the artifacts are alive. It's like there's like
That's
It's like
there's like a green
Hercules.
face, and there's like a Hercules is fighting a big lion thing, and it's moving around and it's all
Oh my
wild.
goodness.
It's Medusa!
Holy.
Could have got a
That's
snake with
Medusa.
a trigger warning for
I,
snakes.
Jeff hates snakes. And look at this.
Whoa.
Oh, look at like
Oh,
Albert's playing with the
Silent
big.
Seymour.
He's playing with the big thing. Yeah, it's Audrey 2, Audrey 3 and 4
Yes.
Those are
right
plants,
there.
Jack.
They're plants.
And
Venus flytraps?
They're like it's like a big Venus flytrap.
It's a lot.
And look at it's all. Oh, we're in the cold area now.
Oh,
Look,
this is-
everything.
Ugh.
Oh, it's
Bring
so
your
chilly.
jacket.
It's so chilly. It's so cold in here. Oh,
Where's
no,
Elsa?
We're in the armory. Oh, look, everything's coming alive and trying to hurt us now. And like,
Careful for the
there's a
monkey.
cannon. There's a cannon. Ah, okay.
Oh, the armor's
Oh, look at the
heads are
armor's singing.
Wow,
it's
that's
like
kinda
it's like
cool.
Grim Grinning Ghosts. Like Grim Grinning Ghosts come out, but except we are armor. And so, and you listen to the voice. It's singing to us too. It's singing in English, which is wild. So look, we're still moving around.
Oh, I can't believe it.
So neat. Okay, look. Oh, look.
Oh.
That is a
Jeff,
ballista?
it's a ballista and it's arming and it's gonna aim right for us.
No!
Oh, Lord. It is, don't point it at me.
Oh, jeez. Okay, now look. Oh, Jeff. It's like, it's a mummy and like, and beetles.
Oh,
are all
scarabs.
over. You can feel the scarabs
That is
climbing
the
all over.
worst
This is
part.
super gross. Oh, look, Jeff. It's like the tiki room. You love the tiki room.
Oh, I do love the tiki room.
And look, it's like the little thing that doing
They're
the drumming from the
moving.
He's
tiki
been
room.
milking the cow.
That's true. That's true. And like
What
there's
is
lava
that?
spitting
Water
out.
lava?
Yeah, it's like lava and the green eyes. Ooh, it's so spooky.
gosh.
Look at the tiki. Oh, they're shooting stuff at us. Whoa, watch
no,
out.
no.
Oh, no, Albert.
Albert.
The monkey.
He's done for.
Albert got shot by all those arrows. They just missed us and they pinned him to the wall. Look how
poor
scared
Albert.
he is.
Save him.
He's so scared. He's
The
so
next one's
scared.
going to go through his eyes.
Look, it's
Whoa!
yeah. Look
the
at
statue is moving.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, the
look,
walls
it's-
are moving.
Look, it's the statue is alive. It's come
Oh
alive.
my
and
gosh,
it's
it's
There's
like the-
room wind.
The crystal ball
yeah,
area.
It's like the monkey god from
Yeah,
from
yeah,
China.
yeah.
I
This
forget
is-
the
Albert's
name.
fighting Kung Fu
Wukong.
Panda.
Oh my gosh, he
Oh,
knocked
the
wall
walls!
out.
Oh my gosh!
Good
Oh, the
Lord.
fourth wall! Holy
Oh, it
moly!
just knocked the whole freaking wall out.
Monkey is inside the wall. We are in the shadow
and
realm.
he's grabbing the box. He's got the music
Oh, no,
box.
no,
and he
no,
got
no,
it.
no, no, no.
He went flying. Okay, we're in the next room. Oh, there's the music box. All the stuff's going
Close
back in.
Pandora's
and he's like,
box, monkey. Close the box.
We're in there. He's trying to get all the stuff back in, all the magic back in, and then boom, he's back inside.
Oh, my
And it
gosh.
closed. Oh my gosh. Whew.
Never open that again, homie.
Albert, what are you doing?
Don't do it.
And there's Mystic, and he's like, oh, Albert, there you are.
I will.
Mystic,
Oh,
where were
okay.
you?
Well, that's irrefutable proof.
And it is like, hey, we're back in the room we started in. This is the collections room, Jeff. And if you see Albert's shirt's all torn up and ripped from all
You're
his
as
adventures
oblivious
too.
as the professor in Narnia.
Oh my gosh,
That-
but we did it. We made it through. All of the stuff came alive, but we're alive and we made it through. We're done. Yay!
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm glad we survived. I was suspicious that Albert and Mr. Mystic were the same person because you never see them in the same place at the same time till the very end there.
Yeah, we did it. But we survived. You guys, we survived Mystic Manor!
That was
That was
very
touch and go.
very cool. I didn't stand up once.
Yeah, you didn't stand up. That's a very, very cool attraction.
Yeah.
This like I knew, I've heard it was very neat, very cool, very like cool tech stuff. And then I watched the ride through and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Yeah, the light work with the motion stuff is so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
very,
like,
very cool.
and so there's some really cool stuff where like it looks like light actually travels through
Yeah.
thin air. A lot of that stuff is done with lasers. And
That
the
is how
like,
light travels, by the way.
It-
Through thin air.
I not through water.
Anyway, so we were watching a video. If you saw like how it was like sparkling for us, it doesn't sparkle. That's all the video, just like because the video, the refresh rate makes it
Oh,
look like
really?
it's sparkling.
Okay.
So it's actual solid stuff moving around.
Oh,
So
wow.
really, really cool
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Oh, wow.
The Chinese, the Chinese salon is where that big the monkey statue was. That was Sun Wukong.
Wukong.
Yeah, so there's a big jade Sun Wukong statue, and he's doing stuff. There are 9 different rooms throughout the whole attraction. The acquisitions and cataloging room, which is where we start and end. The music room, which is where the Danny Elfman theme kicks in. It also changes throughout the ride, gets more intense, calms down, gets more intense, etc., etc. The Mediterranean antiques room, the Solarian room, the Slavic Nordic chamber, the arms and armor room, Egyptian antiquities, which is where the scarabs are, and the
sarcophagus.
scarabs actually like land on you too. Like you can feel them landing on you. It's pretty freaky. The Egyptian antiques, which is so that's what I said. The tribal arts room, which is the tiki room, which they actually have straight up references to the tiki room in there as well. The Chinese salon, which is where the jade Sun Wukong statue is, and then back to that acquisitions room at the very, very end.
That last room is so cool.
It is so neat, right? And there's some cool Easter eggs in there. So I've got some fun facts here for you.
Ooh, let's go.
So obviously there's a massive, massive haunted mansion reference in the Medusa painting. So this looks like a normal woman, but then
And
like
then it changes.
Yeah, it pops out and it's this thing. That's just like the one they have. I want to say in California, and maybe it's even in Orlando
I've
as
never
well.
seen her before.
Well, there's like a painting early on in the attraction. I think maybe she's in there. So, but it looks like normal, and then like it's all evil and stuff.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. Also, obviously the busts, the armor that's
yeah,
singing.
there's also a bust in that first room too, on the left side.
Oh,
When
yeah?
the monkey's talking, there's a bust that looks like the talking bust.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't
That was
notice that
super
one.
cool.
But yeah, it's like obviously the armor singing.
Yeah.
is supposed to be like Grin Ghost, and that's actually Danny Elfman singing too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's actually his voice. So you can hear it's odd because all the attraction is done in English. So like Albert speaks English.
Hong Kong, it's like second primary language is English.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
it's like a predominantly English-speaking city there in China.
So you're saying we wouldn't be totally lost if we went there?
No, you wouldn't.
Okay.
Actually, a lot of people speak English there.
Nice. Jeff, we can go and be fine.
I mean, I wouldn't be scared to go either way.
We're a big American
I'll be
flag.
fine.
I'm not afraid of a language barrier.
Howdy, y'all. We from America. Yeehaw. One big thing, obviously, is China. And the one massive cultural difference is, speaking of the afterlife and talking about ghosts and anything really spiritual is like a big no-no. They don't do that in China. Hence is why they had to change the Haunted Mansion over to something radically different. So there's not a single ghost or afterlife or spiritual representation inside
It's more magic.
of Mystic Manor. It's all fantasy and magic. So that's kind of cool. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't recognize that, but it makes total sense.
Yeah, absolutely. That's neat.
Yeah,
They did a great job with it.
Yeah, I think that if they themed it like ghosts or whatever, they might be like afraid that they're invoking something.
Yeah,
I would probably stay away from that.
I want to see that movie. I want to see Disney make that movie
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh,
Right?
of that ride?
Yeah.
That would be sick.
with Albert. And
Yeah.
With Albert and Lord Henry Mystic.
That could be a great series. Like every episode is a different place that you
Yeah.
acquire the stuff from.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
they have the whole the SEA, the Explorers and Adventurers.
Oh my gosh,
group.
you're
Like
right.
they could totally do stuff
That'd
like
be
that.
so
Yeah.
cool.
It'd be pretty rad. There is a reference to Trader Sam. So Trader Sam is kind of Trader Sam is from
His
the Jungle
cousin.
Cruise. It was the one where it was like he'll trade 2 of his heads for one of yours.
For the one of you, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of culturally insensitive. It's now actually gone from all the Jungle Cruise things. But in this, they have someone in armor holding up like armor helmets, like and it's like a bunch of
Okay.
helmets that he's like holding up. Very similar kind of
Like a
layout.
reference,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's a
Yeah.
reference to that. The voice cast. So Lord Henry Mystic himself is Stephen Stanton. Who he's just a voice actor, who's done a ton of stuff. You might know him best as Grand Moff Tarkin and all of the animated Star Wars stuff.
Oh, really?
So like Bad Batch and everything, he's done Grand Moff Tarkin. And if you've been to the theme parks, he's done a ton of stuff in theme parks. One of the bigger things he's done is he does Stinky Pete from Toy Story
Pete!
and all of the theme park stuff. So that's the one Kelsey Grammer did in Toy Story 2. And so he does Stinky Pete all over the place. Frank Welker is the voice of Albert. And also the roaring plant, like the plant trying to eat Albert. Frank Welker, you might know as Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Oh, no way.
Also Scooby from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
he's the only original voice actor from the original cast of Scooby-Doo, and he's still in it. He still does Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that's so cool.
Wow, he's done a ton of other stuff as well. And like I said, Danny Elfman also does the singing helmets, which is pretty cool. Ben Lexa is writing some stuff right now. It says, according to the Hollywood Reporter, there's a new series in... And then it pauses. I'm gonna
You're
assume
real time.
I'm assuming he's saying in the works or
Host of
something.
Ben
Development.
Lexa.
Yes, there's a new series in production, apparently
Ooh.
revolving around the Society of Explorers and Adventurers that's going to be on Disney Plus.
I called it.
You called it? Yeah.
Give one of us credit. It's okay. But the attraction looks amazing. This is definitely one I want to get out to. I mean, obviously, I want to get out to Hong Kong and ride everything, but this is one I don't want to miss.
Yeah.
This thing looks incredible. Apparently, people make trips just to go on this one ride.
Yeah, it's
So-
the kind of ride you would get off the plane and drag somebody straight to the theme park without even stopping by the hotel first to go poop.
Exactly. And one cool thing, because they have so many vehicles in it, if any one vehicle kind of breaks, they can just pull it and then just drop a new one in. So it very rarely goes down.
Nice.
Which is really,
that's
really
so
cool.
awesome. Because,
So-
like, bro, Star Wars be going down a lot
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
It's
Is
gotta
that true?
be.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
when I was there, it was closed twice or 3 times throughout the day.
Yeah,
Wow.
when Katie, Ben, and I went, we waited in line. I think it was posted 45-minute wait. We got in line and then made it to maybe about 5 minutes away from the entrance,
Yeah.
and then it was shut down.
Same.
And we sat there for an hour.
For almost an hour. Yeah, exact
before-
same
and
thing
it was
happened
like
to me.
we didn't want to leave because we wanted to ride it.
My
So we
grandma had
sat.
to leave. She couldn't ride it. She couldn't wait.
Yeah.
She didn't bring her cart. Anyway, sorry.
It's brutal.
It's brutal.
But
So-
it's an amazing attraction. Very cool. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like 3 rides in one. It's,
Yeah.
But
it's
to have
so
a feature like that with so many cars, like it's really important, especially like on a ride that feels like it's a very fluid motion. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you don't want to interrupt that. You're gonna
Yeah.
be stuck in a room with a song on loop. I'll lose my mind.
Cool. It's a small world style. It's go absolutely wild.
no, thank you.
I want to give a shout out to Review Time over on YouTube. It's Review TYME. He did amazing behind the scenes and history of Mystic Manor. Check that out if you want more information. Also, Attractions 360 has a great video ride through. If you ever think you'll go to Hong Kong and ride this thing, I would recommend not watching the video and just let yourself check it out for the first time, because it is a very, very cool and unique attraction. And I am shocked it hasn't made its way over to the States at some point. I mean, it's 10 years old at this point. You figure the success it's had over there, they could bring it over and do something with it.
The Haunted Mansion OG is just like so classic.
I don't think they'll replace Haunted Mansion. I'm just saying like in addition to it.
In addition? Well, because that's too much spooky stuff.
I mean, at D23, they did this whole thing about, what's beyond Big Thunder Mountain. Like they're adding all this new stuff theoretically behind Big Thunder Mountain. There's a lot of room back there, which they're talking about doing stuff from Coco and stuff from
I did see that.
Encanto, and like a villains area. And it's like there's a lot of cool space, a lot of stuff they could do. And so something like this looks amazing, and I would love to see it.
I'd like to see like the style of the ride, but maybe different subject matter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this ride, the ride vehicle has now been in multiple attractions. I mean, like Mickey and Minnie's, I would say, is probably the closest to this style of attraction that we have in the States.
You're right.
And that's about to open up in Hollywood, actually, in January, or in Anaheim in January. So, and it's been open in Orlando now for about 4 years. So, anyway, that's pretty much going to do it for our look at Mystic Manor. This attraction is super, super cool. I really hope we get a chance to get out there and go check that out at some point. But yeah. So my question for you this week. So what we do is we ask a question of the beautiful, beautiful pass holders over on roosterteeth.com. We ask you a question. Go over roosterteeth.com and answer this question in the comments below. And when we do our live streams, which the next one will be sometime mid-November, we'll go through some of the answers and talk about our favorite ones. And if we select your answer as our favorite, we will mail you an autographed theme park map. So autographed by the three of us, and we'll send it your way. So my question for you this week is, and then this is where we drop in a question.
Oh, okay. What level are you in Dreamlight Valley?
Oh, that's a good question.
You want to do that?
Well, yeah, sure.
Sure, why not? Hey, so Dreamlight Valley is a new game that it's basically like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing with Disney stuff. I've been playing the crap out of that game.
Yeah.
What level are you in Dreamlight Valley, or have you played it yet? If not, why not? Let us know. Jeff, what level are you in Dreamlight Valley right now?
34 maybe.
Jeez, I'm like 29, 30, somewhere in there. Yeah. Have you finished all the main quests that are out right now?
Not everything, but close.
Yeah, the Gothel stuff is pretty
Gothel
tough.
stuff sucks.
Yeah.
I heard that game's going to be free to play, so I didn't buy it yet.
Oh, really? Well, it's
so much fun.
It's on Xbox Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, you can play it for free right now.
Heck
I'm just playing it on Switch. Yeah. Feels like a Switch game to me.
Well, I made my character creator, so that's cool. They got like how Boss Factory, they kind of make your own character, so I'm ready for it.
It's a really fun game.
Yeah,
it's the first video game I've had fun playing in a long time.
Nice.
It is a blast. It is a lot of fun. It's cool, and they're going to keep adding to it because they have a giant stable of characters. There's whole lands that they already have built out, but there's no characters there yet. But it's very clearly like, oh, this is where Lion King's going to go, and like they've teased like trailers with like you can see Wreck-It Ralph in the background. You can
Buzz Lightyear.
I mean, for early access, it has a lot of content, so genuinely impressed.
We see like Belle in the background. I'm excited to see how it expands.
So cool.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. It's a fun game. So check it out, Dreamlight Valley. What level are you in Dreamlight Valley, or have you checked it out yet? If not, why not? Let us know. And by now, it'll be mid-November. So maybe the first DLC will hit.
Ooh.
There you go.
I think it's going to be Scar is what they're saying.
Crossed.
Oh, that'd be nice. That would be nice. So, hey, you're getting some text from Ben Lexa there.
He's adding. This is intro stuff. This is for later. But anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Again, youtube.com/annualpass. We've got new vlog content. And also, we've got our TikTok stuff over at Annual Pass Pod on TikTok. Go check out all these videos. We finally got an editor, so shout out to Jonah for cutting all this stuff for us. It's really great stuff we've been sitting on a long time. We're also, last weekend, so if you're watching this live now, last weekend we went to Universal's Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes! So
we're going to be talking about that next week and our reviews of all the different houses and whatnot. Maybe recorded at Universal. We're not sure exactly yet. We're figuring it out, but I'm sure we had a blast out there, and we'll have a lot of stuff to say about that. So thank you again, everyone, for listening. It means the world to us. Please share this podcast with your friends. Tell your friends and family about it. It is a family-friendly podcast. You don't get that a lot from Rooster Teeth, so it's good. It's something you can listen to in the car with your kids on the way to school.
Yeah.
Just don't look up some of the references from this episode.
Blues Brothers is fine. That's okay. So that's going to do it for us today. Jeff, do you feel like you learned anything today?
Oh, geez. Yeah, I did, Jack. I learned a lot today.
Oh, geez. Don't you know?
Do I have to qualify that statement?
Yeah, if you could.
Oh, yeah, geez. I learned all about Albert. Yep. I learned not to monkey around with boxes I don't know the origin of.
Enchanted music boxes.
And I learned that they're making a TV show for the SEA.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Beaks, you got anything? You learned anything today?
The SEA. I just didn't know the lore, so that was so exciting to learn about.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. Well, thank you again, everyone, for listening, everyone watching. Grab some stuff, store.roosterteeth.com. Grab some merchandise. We got the I Survived the Annual Pass podcast shirt still available. We have the one with all of our faces on it as well up at the store. We got some new merch coming very soon. So that'll do it for us today. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
That was aggressive.
Yeah.